Can Terry McLaurin have a sophomore year slump?
It's giveaway time! Are you guys interested in winning a Washington football jersey, player of your choice, and some Washington football kicks? Well, you came to the right spot. Juan Gotti is teaming up with Washington Football on Instagram to host a big giveaway. How do I enter this giveaway? All you have to do is follow the instructions that they imply on their Instagram page. Link is in the description. They will be picking a winner during halftime of the Philadelphia Eagles game. Trust me, you guys don't want to miss this offer. A free Washington football jersey that will be vintage and worth a lot of money someday, considering the fact that this won't be our permanent name. So don't miss out on this offer, guys. Trust me, and tell Washington Football that I sent you guys.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another video, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about, can Terry McLaurin avoid the sophomore year slump? A lot of people believe that the sophomore year slump actually exists, and I'm here to tell you that it does in some cases. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, it can say that about a lot of other sophomore receivers, such as DK Metcalf, Marquise Hollywood Brown, and Deebo Samuel, to say the least. Yeah, that is true. Deebo Samuel barring injury when he returns, and you can say the same thing for a lot of people that does not have film on them, and now they do entering their young careers. So in today's video, like I said, we're going to be taking a look into, can Terry McLaurin avoid the sophomore year slump? So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, in this case our Washington football team. And let's get straight into today's video. And oh yeah, don't forget to enter the giveaway that Washington football is hosting. I promise you guys don't want to miss it. And you have a chance at winning a free jersey and some shoes. Player of your choice. So go ahead and enter that giveaway. Now with that out the way, let's get straight into today's video. So can Terry McLaurin avoid the sophomore year slump? Or will he have a second year slump? That's a big question that a lot of people have. And not just for Terry McLaurin, but just for their respective receiver entering their second year, if you're a fan of a team that drafted a wide receiver last year. So, with that being said, I was watching the Redskins, or the Washington football team rather. Like I know you said, I know guys. Like I said though, it's going to take some time for me to get over calling them the Redskins. So, the Washington football team, they were live today. And they were talking about the wide receiver group and how young it is. And Santana Moss, he made a big point, good point, and was saying that Terry McLaurin is going to have to avoid the sophomore year slump. Because he said for his personal preference, he was hurt for most of his rookie year, if not all. So they didn't have a lot of film on him. So he was able to just come out the gate his second year blazing. But that's not the case for Terry McLaurin. Now that teams have a lot of film on you and they know how you play, can you possibly be stopped, in a way? I guess you would put it like that. Because last year, Terry McLaurin was a beast. He came out the gates blazing. Week 1, scored a touchdown versus Philly. I think that he would have had 2. If I'm not mistaken, I think he could have had 2 that game. But it was 1. It was 1 that Case Keenum threw. I think it was actually the first play of the game. He overthrew Terry McLaurin. I think that was the first play of the game. And then Terry McLaurin went on to have 7 touchdowns on the year and 919 yards. Almost 1,000 yards, and he missed 2 games. He missed the game, I think it was due to hamstring, and then the game versus the Cowboys, he had a concussion. He suffered a concussion prior to the Cowboys game, and it was just the last game of the season, so it was no reason to play him. So with that being said, Terry McLaurin really was a dominant rookie receiver. We drafted him 3rd round, Ohio State, obviously, and Dwayne Haskins was really happy about that. He wanted him or KJ Hill, and we got Terry McLaurin. So, with that being said, Terry McLaurin, I don't know. I mean, I guess you can make a case in point and say that he can get stopped now that teams have film on him, but then again, you can't. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how I would answer this question fully, honestly. I'm being honest, because if I say that he's not going to have a sophomore year slump, a lot of people are going to expect me to say that just because I'm a Washington football fan. But if you want me to be an actual NFL fanatic and a football fan, I could see why a lot of people say that he can be stopped this year, because now people have a full season on how to stop this guy. And I'm not saying a lot of people's main priority was to stop Terry McLaurin, but now they see when they have to play the Redskins or the Washington football team, now they already know who they're targeting. So they have film a full year. It's not like your rookie year where they maybe had 1-2 games on you and tried to stop you off that. They literally have a whole season of you. So now I could really see why a lot of people are saying that it's a chance of him having a sophomore year slump. But do I really believe that he's going to have a slump? No, I really don't. I mean, I could see if someone say he might not have the best of a season compared to his rookie year, but then again, I have to stop you there too. I just feel as though that he's just going to build off that last year, that rookie season where he was placed in a dysfunctional organization, so as his quarterback was, not more so him, more so Dwayne, but they were still in the same organization, so they weren't able to, have that connection. And I mean, and Dwayne, he did overthrow him on like 3 touchdowns, so that kind of messed up his stats. He could have had 10 to 11 touchdowns last year, but like I said, a sophomore slump, it really could be a possibility. Honestly, it is. You can't tell me it can't be, because then you would be lying. I mean, you could say, like I said, you can make the case in point for any wide receiver that was drafted last year. So, but more specifically for Terry McLaurin, I really believe that he can avoid this sophomore slump. I just believe that I wouldn't say too stacked on the offensive side of the ball, but I just feel as though now that Steven Sims are emerging, we're hoping big things out of Antonio Gandy Golden, and we have Dontre Emmons now, who is a solid receiver. A lot of people say he's trash, which he's not. He's not the best, but he's really solid, you know what I'm saying? So we have some offensive weapons, and we have Antonio Gibson, who is really going to be a stud. We have a nice running game, so it's all gonna open up for Terry McLaurin to continue to build off of his rookie year. You know what I'm saying? The Air Coryell is literally made for guys like Terry McLaurin and Steven Sims. Guys that can fly down the field, run a post if you need them to, run a deep out route, run a comeback route. It's just made for Terry McLaurin. And I really believe that he is going to build off of that rookie year. Just imagine he was that good, missing 2 games, put in a horrible organization, and then just put in a place where his quarterback, he didn't even know who his quarterback was going to be every week. He had to take it week by week, just how we had to take it. You know what I'm saying? One week it was Case Keenum. Next week it was Colt McCoy. Next week it was Dwayne Haskins. If Alex Smith was healthy, I'm pretty sure Alex Smith would have been the starter. So it's just like we don't know. He didn't know last year how everything was going to go. And considering the fact that he almost closed in on 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns, would have had 1,000 yards if Dwayne didn't overthrow him on certain passes. And I'm not even going to say just Dwayne. Case Keenum, week 1, like I said, he missed them on a couple targets too. So it all played into a factor. Now that we're coming in our second year, he got more comfortable than what he already was. He's that type of guy that wasn't uncomfortable from the start. But now that he's more comfortable, he's kind of not the veteran on this team, but he's entering his second year, so he has the NFL way under his belt. So he knows how it is being a big leaguer in the NFL and being a professional football player. So it's just like, I don't see no way that he could possibly fall. But then again, like I said, it could be a way. It just depends on how he takes it. It depends on how he takes it. Is he gonna, now that teams have schemes on him and film on him, is he gonna back down from the challenge? Is he gonna get shut down? That is really a good question, but I just don't think he is. If you look at our schedule, I think the best corner he faces is Marlon Humphreys and probably Richard Sherman. I could be mistaken. But I think that his best corner that he does face is Marlon Humphreys. Terry McLaurin, what does he face? Patrick Peterson, he has Denzel Ward, and he has, I would say, Jalen Mills. Coming out the gate, facing a lot of good cornerbacks. First 4 weeks, like I said, week 1, Jalen Mills, who's solid. Week 2, we have, I think it's the Cardinals. Yes, it's the Cardinals. We have Patrick Peterson. Week 3, we have, I'm trying to think. I think it's the Rams, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the Rams. And obviously, they have Jalen Ramsey.
Week 3 is where we face the Browns. My bad, guys. Week 3 is where we face the Browns. And he's going to be going up against Denzel Ward. So another good matchup where I think he should dominate versus Denzel Ward and Greedy Williams.
I take that back. The hardest cornerback that he's not going to check isn't going to be Marlon Humphreys. It's obviously going to be Jalen Ramsey. But he does have some quite a bit of tasks. But I think Terry McLaurin is all up for it. And I feel as though that Terry McLaurin isn't going to have a sophomore year slump. I feel as though that Terry McLaurin is really going to build off of last year. Now he's having a stable offense and a stable quarterback. Then I feel as though he's just going to take off. He really is. Now it's going to be tough because he's going to have to learn a whole new offense. But the whole offense is going to have to learn a new offensive playbook. So it's going to be a tough task. But no, I don't think Terry McLaurin is going to, be frustrated and get shut down. I just don't think he's that kind of guy. He's special. He's a special player. So with that being said, it's Mary Boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, hail to the Washington football team. Will Terry McLaurin have a sophomore year slump? Do you think so? I don't think so. But, a lot of people's opinion can beg to differ. Let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section. Y'all haven't been leaving a lot of comments, man. We need to talk about this down below. How do you feel about this topic? Do you think he's really going to have a sophomore year slump, or do you think he's going to take off in year 2? Once again, enter that giveaway, guys. It's a free jersey. You have no other way of, I'm just saying, you can't beat this. You can't beat this. It's free, and you have a chance of winning some shoes. So, as always, me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, hail to the Washington football team. I'm out. Peace. Hail to the Washington football team. I'm out. Peace.